Good evening, everyone. This is Robert. RJL Network presents another exciting edition of Inside Pitch. The 1972 season is on the air. Welcome to the month of July. Today's date is July 2, 1972. We are at Veterans Stadium. Yeah. Between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Philadelphia Phillies. The Cardinals coming to this game a record of 36-33, 3 games above 500, very much in the playoff hunt. The Philadelphia Phillies at 26-42, dead last in the National League East. This is probably going to be the final game we'll have with the Phillies. Funny thing is that the last time we saw the Phillies was actually opening day. It's only the second time we're seeing them, and this will probably be the last time because this team really isn't very good in 72. So we have a good game here at Veterans Stadium. Nothing like playing on turf-covered concrete. Ugh, what a horrible ballpark. But yet, it's hot. It is definitely hot, and it is sweltering. As Clee baseball fan and David Vega are first to join us here at Veterans Stadium. The Cardinals historically won this game 7-3. The Cardinals had 7 hits and an error. The Phillies had 8 hits and no errors. But you never know how Inside Pitch is going to react. And so far, we've had some pretty good matchups this year as we now enter the month of July. And of course, as you know, we are entering July, you know, of course, that the 1972 All-Star Game will be fast approaching us. And I believe I have that game scheduled for the 10th of February. So if everything goes smoothly, that's when the 72 All-Star Game will be played. And that game was played at Atlanta Stadium in 72. Brian Patterson now joins us here at Veterans Stadium. Hope you are doing good there. Hope you're doing better there today. Well, of course, you let me know how things were going earlier. So I guess we should go to the top of the first. So let's take a look first at the starting. Let's get to some baseball. Starting pitcher for the Philadelphia Phillies today is Gary Neibauer. He only had 2 starts in 72, and for some reason, I got one of them. No wins, 2 losses, 6.25 ERA, 15 strikeouts, 20 walks. Neibauer only got a couple of starts, probably was in there as a spot starter or something. We are at Veterans Stadium. It was a pitcher's park in 72, only 106 home runs, plus 3 to strikeouts, plus 1 to walks. So pretty much a pitcher's park in that year. So if everybody's ready to go, it is time to play some baseball. So let's go to the top of the first. Leading off for the Cardinals will be the left fielder, Sweet Lou Brock. Hall of Famer? Yeah. One of the greatest of all time? I think so. 311 average, 3 homers, 42 RBIs. Before there was Ricky Henderson, there was Lou Brock. We're going to use red, white, and blue dice. Phillies are the home team. So everybody is set and ready to go for some baseball here at the Vet. And you never know how a game will go. So let's find out how this one goes. Neibauer, 3-4, strikeout 6, and he got him, struck him out. First strikeout for Neibauer. And that will be 1 out. Next batter will be the second baseman, Ed Crosby, a .217 average, no homers, and 19 RBIs. You're good, just annoyed that you're no longer invincible. Steeler fan joins us here at Veterans Stadium, the awesome Matt. Neibauer, 4-3, strikeout 2, swing and a miss, struck him out. He gets Crosby. Second strikeout for Neibauer, so already he's looking pretty good so far. And the next batter will be the first baseman, Matty Alou. He's at first for this game. A .307 average, 4 homers, 47 RBIs. Nothing wrong with those stats. Neibauer will pitch. Neibauer, 6-4. That is a blank. Alou, 1-2, and it's a base hit. He'll hit one into center field. And a 2-out single for Alou. And now here's the third baseman, Joe Torre. Hall of Famer? As a manager, yes. As a player, you know what? If you were to put Torre in as a player, I'd probably write a check. 289 average, 11 homers, 81 RBIs. He had some very good seasons as a player. Alou had 13 stolen bases, and he is not getting any here. Neibauer, 3-1, home run result against the righty. Torrey needs a 9. That's a 7, and that's pretty much gone. Kaboom! That ball is hit pretty high. That ball is hit pretty deep. And that ball is hit pretty gone. Home run, Joe Torre. And the Cardinals strike first. Joe Torre goes ahead and sends that one over the right field wall. As Oscar Gamble tried to take a look-see, but there was nothing there to look at, as he just plainly hit that one pretty well. And just like that, the Cardinals are up 2-0 on the Fightin' Phils. And now we'll see the catcher, Ted Simmons. Hall of Famer? 303 average, 16 homers, 96 RBIs in 72. Had a great year that season, though. And I don't know why I'm rolling the Strat. There's nobody on base. John Haverly and DJP join us here at Veterans Stadium. Neibauer, 3-5. That's a range play. Simmons, 1-3. That's a base hit to right field. Going after that is Oscar Gamble. His range is a 2. That's a 4. And that's going to be a single to right. So it'll be a base hit as Gamble can't get to it. And it just looked like Neibauer is going to have an easy inning. And suddenly the Cardinals start getting some runs. Next up, the center fielder, a young Jose Cruz, 235 average, 2 homers, 23 RBIs in 72. Jeremy Brooks joins us here at Veterans Stadium. Nothing on the 16. Simmons will stay put. Neibauer, 1-5, hit by pitch. The 13 actually just missed. Cruz, 2-1, and against the righty, it's a base hit. He'll slap that pass short. Simmons will hold at second base. He needs to be a 5 in order to get the third. Even with 2 outs, he's a 4. So that will be a single for Cruz. And now the right fielder, Bernie Carbo, a 251 average, 7 homers, 34 RBIs in 72. Strategy roll, nothing on the 5. The runners will stay put. Neibauer, a 1-2, wild pitch. The 18 is too high, ball 1. 6-2, walk 5, easily, ball 4. So Neibauer gets the first 2 outs quickly. Now we can't get the last one. And the bases are loaded. That's the first walk by Neibauer. And now we'll bring up the shortstop, Dow Maxville, a 224 average, a homer, and 24 RBIs. Anything on the strat? And that is a 2, nothing happening there. Neibauer trying to get out of this jam. He can't get the final out. Neibauer, 4-2, and he still won't get the final out. Against the righty, that's a base hit right up the middle. Simmons will come in to score. Cruz will come in to score. Carbo will hold at second. Maxville to first, and the Cardinals have a 4-0 lead. Stadium groans. Single by Dow Maxville. And that will bring up the pitcher, Reggie Cleveland. You know you may have a pretty good day as a pitcher that you bat first before you even take the mound. 239 average and 7 RBIs in 72. Not a bad hitter. Not a bad hitter at all. Brian B. joins us here at Veterans Stadium. Strategy roll, nothing on the 17. Neibauer will pitch. Neibauer, 5-3, home run chance, but Cleveland has zeros. 3-4, and that is a fly ball to center field. He hits it pretty hard, but that's going to be Willie Montanez getting to that. And to start the game, the Cardinals send all 9 to the plate. 4 runs, 5 hits, a walk, and a 2-run bomb by Joe Torre. And just like that, the Cardinals have a quick 4-0 lead here, and the Phillies have yet to bat. Well, they will now get their chance. Starting pitcher for the St. Louis Cardinals tonight is Reggie Cleveland. 14 wins, 15 losses, a 3.94 ERA in 72. 153 strikeouts and 48 walks. We will see if the Phillies can get some runs back. Second baseman Denny Doyle leads off for the Phils. 249 average, a homer, 26 RBIs. Cardinals looking to stay above 500. They are 3 games above 500 right now in July. Phillies is looking to get a win. Cleveland, 4-3, strikeout 7, and cold strike 3. He got him. Doyle is a 4, but +3 makes him a 7. Doyle can't believe it, and that is the first strikeout by Cleveland. Next battle will be the third baseman, Don Show Me the Money. 222 average, 15 homers, 52 RBIs in 72. Cleveland, a 5-2 against the righty, strikeout plus. That 10 will get money. Struck him out. Strikeout number 2 for Cleveland. And that'll bring up the right fielder, a young Oscar Gamble. 237 average, a homer, 13 RBIs. Did Oscar Gamble have the best throw in baseball? I don't want to take anything away from Bake McBride but Bake McBride did. Oscar Gamble maybe had the best throw. I don't know. He was pretty close. Brian Huxley joins us here at Veterans Stadium. Cleveland with the pitch. 3-6, strikeout 11. That will miss. Gamble, 5-2, and it's a fly to left field. Lou Brock will get to that with no problem. And that's a 1-2-3 inning. 4-0 after 1. Love being back. It's $5 a ticket, 2 hot dogs, and 2 beers for $4. Those were the days when going to the stadium didn't cost an arm or a leg. Let's see. Top of the second, leading off for the Cardinals will be Lou Brock. He led off the first, and things are pretty good when you lead off the second as well. Neibauer, 4-6. That's an error on a throw. Brock, 6-2. That's a pop out to first. There won't be a throwing error. That's going to be Joe Lease going ahead and getting to that. And that is the first out. Crosby is next. He's 0 for 1. Parking was probably $1 or $2, right? I don't know. Sometimes I don't know if you even charge for parking. Neibauer, 6-4. That is a blank. Crosby, 4-3, and that's a single. He'll hit that one into center field, and Crosby gets his first hit of the game. Another hit for the Redbirds. Next batter is Alou. Alou got a single his first time up. Infield is at double play depth. Crosby did have a stolen base, and he's not stealing anything here. Neibauer with the pitch. Neibauer, 6-5, blank. Alou, a 3-3, and that's a base hit. He'll hit that one into right field. Let's see. Crosby, base runner 4, single to right, +3. Not even will be a throw. Crosby got good speed. He will make it to third easily, and it's runners at the corners here with 1 out. And now here's Torrey. He had a bomb his first time up. He's 1 for 2. Infield will stay at double play because Torrey grounds out into a number of them. Parking was $25 when I went to Progressive last June. Parking was $30 when I went to go see a football game up the Boca Raton Bowl down here in Florida, between Florida Atlantic and Syracuse. Ridiculous. Strategy roll, nothing on the 16. Neibauer will go ahead and pitch. Neibauer, 5-5. That's a pitcher result. That 9 will be too high. Torrey, a 1-3, and against the righty, it's a ground out to short. Let's see what happens. 4-3-4. Second base, pivot Doyle, 0, 1-4. It's a double play. Nope. And of course, you don't get it. Crosby will come in to score. Alou will be thrown out at second. Torrey does make first. It is a fielder's choice, but the Cardinals do get now a 5-0 lead. So fielder's choice by Torrey. It'll bring up Simmons. Simmons got a single his first time up. 2 outs now, but 5-0 in favor of the Redbirds. And that is a 1. Torrey with 2 outs. No, he ain't doing anything. The hit and run is available, but not with 2 outs. Neibauer, 5-1, strikeout. 17 is high. Simmons, 1-4, and that's a single. The hits continue to come. That's a base hit past first. With 2 outs, Torrey's a 3. Single pass first. That should be enough for him to easily get to third, and it will. And Torrey will make third base, and the Cardinals right now are just getting hits where they want, and Neibauer is just not able to do anything. Here is Cruz. Cruz got a single his first time up. Strategy, and nothing on the 9. Torrey on at third, Simmons on at first. Neibauer had 2 starts in Philadelphia in that year. I could see why. Neibauer, 4-1. That's at the park. Veterans Stadium, 4-2. And that is a single plus to left field. Torrey will come in to score. Simmons automatically makes third. Cruz has to try for second. Base runner 3. Single to hit the left field. Left fielder is Luzinski. He has a 0 arm. So a 1-3. Cruz will take second, and he won't. He'll hold it back as Luzinski gets the ball in there. But that is an RBI single for Cruz, and it's 6-0 in favor of the Phillies. Stadium groans. And the bullpen is already warming up here for the Phillies. And the next batter is Carbo. Carbo walked his first time up. Frank Rosenk joins us here at Veterans Stadium. So 2 outs here. Simmons at third, Cruz at first. Cardinals already up 6-0 on the Phils. Looks like we're going to have a blowout. That's a 4 and nothing happening there. Neibauer with the pitch. Neibauer, 3-5. That's a range play. Carbo, 2-4. That's a grounder to second base. That ball is hit to Denny Doyle. His range is a 2. That's a 6. He won't get it. It'll be a base hit. Simmons will come in to score. Cruz has got good speed. He'll make third easily on a single past second. Carbo gets to first, and already the Cardinals have reached their scoring runs. Historically, it's 7-0. Stadium groans. And the batter now is Maxville. They go talk to Neibauer saying, can you get the final out, man? Come on. And they're not even sure. But they're going to let him pitch to Maxville. 7-0 here, Phillies. And I really don't want to go. I mean, this is 1972, but 7 runs already given up. He's already made through his pull, and he hasn't even batted yet. I think that's it. That's going to be it for Neibauer. He is done. They're not even going to give him a chance. Neibauer will come out of the game as he goes pretty much an inning and 2/3. And the Cardinals will bring in a new pitcher. And their bullpen is pretty much garbage, but let's see who they're going to bring on to pitch. Coming on to pitch for the Phillies is going to be Barry Lersch. 4 wins, 6 losses, no saves. A 3.04 ERA. Lersch is already going to be the second Philly pitcher. And timeout real quick as I put the pitcher card back in there. I'll keep that separate. There we go. So Barry Lersch will come in there. Jeff Merklin joins us here at Veterans Stadium. So now Maxville will go up against Barry Lersch, and he can pitch to 7. And let's see how well he goes here. 7-0 Cardinals. Strategy rolls, believe it or not, are active. Nothing on the 18. Lersch will pitch. Lersch, 6-6, strikeout 9. Swing and a miss, strikeout, and the inning is over. Finally, 3 runs on 5 hits. And that's pretty much it. 7-0 in favor of the Redbirds. We're only in the bottom of the 2nd inning. We could be looking at a complete destruction here of a poor Phillies team. Coco Crisp had a good afro. Yes, he did, actually. You're right. Coco Crisp did. Bottom of the 2nd, and the Phillies have yet to bat for all the way around. Leading off for the Phillies will be the first baseman, Joe Lease. 243 average, 6 homers, 18 RBIs. Believe it or not, I don't know much about him. Cleveland, 5-4, that's a walk, and that 3 is going to be ball 4. So he walks Lease, and he'll trot to first. First walk of the game given up by Cleveland. Infield a double play. And now here comes the left fielder, a 21-year-old Greg Luzinski. And he had a pretty good year in 72 as well. 281 average, 18 homers, 68 RBIs. Wheels Luzinski, we call him. Lease had no stolen bases, but I still roll the strat anyway. Cleveland will pitch. Cleveland, 6-1. That is a blank. Luzinski, 1-3, and against the righty, it's a fly ball hit the left field. Lou Brock is going to get to that with no trouble, 1 down. Next up, the center fielder, Willie Montanez, a 247 average, 13 homers, 64 RBIs, and 72. Lease, nothing on the 18. Cleveland will pitch. Cleveland, 1-1, that's at the park. Veterans Stadium, 6-5, that's a ground out to short. 2, 3, 4. Second base pivot, Crosby 0, 1-4, double play. No, the only play was the first base, as was a slow roller to shortstop, and Maxville had to take the out at first. There are 2 down. But the runner does advance. And now the bringer, the shortstop, Larry Boa. Always felt he was a solid player his career. 250 average, a homer, and 31 RBIs. Lease on at second. Nothing on the 14. Doug Hunt joins us here at Veterans Stadium. Cleveland, a 5-1. That's a range play. Boa, 3-1. That's a power hit to right field. That's a 1. Against the righty, it's a single. The right fielder, however, is Bernie Carbo. His range is a 3. He's got it. Nice play by Carbo. Gets it on the run. It'll be a fly out to right. And the inning is over. Nothing across except the walk. 7-0 Cardinals after 2. Barry Lursch will get back on the mound as we go to the top of the 3rd inning. And leading off for the Redbirds will be Reggie Cleveland. He's 0 for 1. Lursch will pitch. Lursch, 5-3, strikeout 1. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 1 down. And now here's Mr. Brock. Brock is 0 for 2. Lursch with the deal. 5-6, wild pitch, ball 1. 3-1, home run chance, lefty, 1-5. The 5 is good against the righty, though. Brock needs a 2. He only had 3 home runs in 72. Does he get one here? Yes, he does. Kaboom! That ball is high. That ball is a deep to left field. Going backward is Luzinski. He's at the track. He's at the wall. But it's going to clear the wall by maybe about 10 to 15 feet. It's gone. Home run, Lou Brock. Stadium groans. Barry Lursch pitches Brock a grapefruit, and he turns that into fruit salad. It's 8-0 Cardinals. So Brock does get one of those home runs in this game. It'll bring up Crosby. Crosby is 1 for 2. Still 1 out, top of the 3rd. Cardinals all over the Phils. I don't know what I'm rolling strategy for. Lursch, 3-3 at the park. Veterans Stadium, 5-2, and it's a base hit to right field. Crosby will go ahead and get a single and keep the inning going. Next batter is Alou. Alou is 2 for 2. He's got 2 singles. Infield is at double play depth. Phoenix Knight joins us here at Veterans Stadium. So Crosby on at first. Strategy rolls are now off already here in the 3rd. Lursch, 2-5. Range play at the park. Veterans Stadium, 5-2. That is another base hit to right field. But once again, Oscar Gamble's got to try to go get it. His range is a 2. That's a 4. That will be a single to right. Crosby, base runner 4, single to right, +3 is a 7. There won't even be a throw, and Crosby will wind up at third. That is the third straight hit for Alou. And right now, the Cardinals are just toying with this Phillies team. Here's Torrey. Torrey is 1 for 2. Hit a 2-run homer and a fielder's choice. So runners at first and third, 1 out. The infield's going to play in, although Torrey does ground a double plays. But they're going to play in. The Phillies had enough giving up runs. Lurch, 3-4. Hit by pitch. 14. Plunk. Ouch. He does hit Torrey. Torrey is a 10, but +4 makes him a 14, and the bases are loaded. And I think we're going to have one of those games. First hit batter of the game, and the next batter is Simmons. Simmons is 2 for 2, 2 singles here. Infield is going to stay in. 8-0 Cardinals, top of the third. And Lurch, he will pitch to Simmons. Lurch, 5-3, strikeout 5, he got him. Struck him out. That is the second out of the game, of the inning. Lurch is now tired. They want him to pitch and try to get this inning over. This is 1972, not 2024. Cruz is the next batter. He's 2 for 2. Lurch says, let me see if I can get these guys out, because Lurch is due to bat second in the bottom of the third. 8-0 Cardinals already. Lurch with the pitch. 6-1, strikeout 16. Cold strike 3 on Cruz. He got him, and the inning is over. He had to reach back to get that, but he does get it. 1 run on 3 hits and a hit batter. A solo home run by Lou Brock, an unlikely home run hitter, but he does get it, and we go to the bottom of the third. Cleveland gets back on the mound. Leading off for the Phillies will be the catcher, John Bateman, a .224 average, 3 homers and 20 RBIs. 8-0 Cardinals. They already have a snowman on the board. Cleveland, 3-2. Pitcher result, 9 against the righty. It's too high. Bateman, 4-4. It's a fly ball to left, and that's going to be Brock getting to that. And that is the first out. Pinch hitter coming in for Barry Lurch, even though he can't hit, but he's already tired. If he wasn't tired, I probably would let him hit. So we will have a new pitcher here for the Phillies, and it is going to be Tom Hutton. .260 average, 4 homers, 38 RBIs in 72. Tom Hutton will pinch hit for the pitcher here. Cleveland with the pitch. Cleveland, 1-3. That is a home run result against the righty. Hutton needs a 5, and he just missed it with a 6. 5-5, and against the righty, it's a ground out to second base. That'll be taken care of by Crosby, and he'll throw to first for the out. 2 down. Hutton can't believe he didn't hit that one out. 2 away. Here comes Doyle. Doyle gets the pitch. Cleveland, 3-2. Pitcher result, lefty. A 1-12 is a single up the middle. That's an 11. It's a base hit. Doyle will go ahead and get the first hit of the game for the Phillies. He'll hold it first. The batter will be Money. Money is 0 for 1. Strategy rolls are off. It's pitcher versus batter. Cleveland with the pitch. Cleveland, 2-2. Blank. Money. 3-6, and that's a line drive right to short. Maxville is there to easily glove it, and that ends the inning. No runs and a hit for the fighting Phils, and we'll see if they have any fight left to them. 8-0 Cardinals here after 3. Top of the fourth. Leading off for the Cardinals will be Bernie Carbo. Phillies need a pitcher. And let's see who they're going to bring on to pitch. And they're going to go with... Coming on to pitch for the Phillies is going to be... Let's let's see. You got a lefty, righty, and right. Coming to pitch for the Phillies is going to be Wayne Twitchell. 5 wins, 9 losses, a save, a 4.06 ERA. He will be the third pitcher for the Phillies. Pretty much doesn't really matter who I bring in from the bullpen. The Phillies were terrible that year. Twitchell with the pitch. Twitchell, 2-3. That's a blank. Carbo, a 1-4, and that's a ground out to second base. Denny Doyle will go ahead and get that for out number 1. Next batter is Maxville. Maxville 1 for 2 with a single. Twitchell, a 1-5. That's at the park. Veterans Stadium, 4-3, and that is a grounder to second base. Doyle will get to that a second time, and he'll toss it over for out number 2. Here's the pitcher. Cleveland is 0 for 2, and he'll bat. Twitchell with the deal. 6-1 against the righty. It's an automatic out, and it will be a ground ball hit to third. This time, Don Money will get that. Take his time. Toss it over. And retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go to the Cardinals for the first time in the ball game. So a nice job by Twitchell. And we'll go to the bottom of the 4th. It will be Oscar Gamble leading off for the Phils. He's 0 for 1. Cleveland. No love in Philly tonight, as John Haverly says. Cleveland 1-3. Home run result against a righty. Gamble needs a 3. The 6 is too high. Gamble 6-3, and it's a line out right to short. That's gloved by Maxville. And that is the first out. Right over the plate, but Gamble couldn't do anything with it. Lease is up next. He walked his first time up. Cleveland 4-2 against a righty. Strikeout plus. And that's a 10. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that is the third strikeout for Cleveland. Here comes the bull. Luzinski is 0 for 1. Cleveland sets up with the pitch. That's a 4-3. Strikeout 17. That actually misses. Luzinski 5-2, and it's popped up at near second base. And Crosby says he's got it. And he will get it. And that's a 1-2-3 inning on the Phils. 8-0 after 4. Actually, we go to the top of the 5th. Top of the 5th inning. Leading off for the Cardinals will be Lou Brock. And he hit a bomb his last time up. He's 1 for 3. Twitchell will stay on the mound. 8-0 Cardinals. Now top of the 5th. The game has slowed down a little bit. Twitchell, 4-6. Strikeout, 17. That just missed. Brock, 6-2. Popped out to first base. And that's going to be Lease getting to that. And he'll make the play for the first out. Here's Crosby. He's having a good night. 2 for 3. He's got 2 singles. Twitchell, 2-6. Range play. Crosby, 5-4. It's a grounder to second base. That ball is hit to Denny Doyle. His range is a 2, and that'll get past him for a single. So Crosby will get his third single of the game. So the Cardinals are hitting him where they ain't. And here comes Alou. He's having a great night. 3 for 3. 3 straight base hits. Infield does that double play. Strategy rolls are off, though. Twitchell with the pitch. Twitchell, 4-5, error on a grounder. Alou, 2-5. Nope, that's going to be a fly out to right. And Oscar Gamble will get to it. And that'll be out number 2. Crosby holds. Twitchell is tired, but they're going to let him pitch. And the batter now is Torrey. Torrey is 1 for 2, hit a home run, and got hit by a pitch. Crosby on it first. Twitchell says, I can finish this inning, boss. Jimmy Jam joins us here at Veterans Stadium. Twitchell, 5-1 against the righty. It's a blank. Torrey, 1-1, and that's flied away, straight away center field. And Montanez is going to come in a little bit, and he'll wait for it. Still waiting. Still waiting. And he makes the catch and decides to retire. No ones and a hit. We will go to the bottom of the fifth here with the Cardinals having a commanding 8-0 lead. But remember, no lead is safe at inside pitch. However, 8-0 with this Phillies team, that should be enough. Cleveland gets back on the mound. Leading off for Philly will be Willie Montanez, and he's 0 for 1. Cleveland will go ahead and pitch. Cleveland 5-2 against the lefty. It's a blank. Montanez 1-5, and that is a grounder to short. Getting over there is Maxville, and he'll take his time tossing it over. Next batter is Boa. Boa is 0 for 1. Cleveland's got plenty left in the tank. Cleveland 1-3. Again, coming up on that home run result against the righty, though, Boa has a 0, so it's not happening. Boa 1-6, and he chops it right back to the pitcher, and Cleveland will get to this one and toss it over, and that's out number 2. Man, Cleveland's putting them. You know you're having a bad night when the pitcher is throwing meatballs, but the other team just cannot put the tomato sauce and the ricotta cheese on it. Here's Bateman. Bateman is 0 for 1. Cleveland with the pitch. Cleveland 4-6, strikeout 7, swing and a miss, struck him out, and the inning is over. Nice job by Cleveland. That's his 4th K. And that is a 1-2-3 inning on the Phils, 8-0 after 5. Top of the 6th. Leading off for the Cardinals will be Ted Simmons. Twitchell due to bat in the bottom of the 6th inning. They're going to take him out. And I do not do double switches or anything like that before the 7th, so they're going to have to bring on a pitcher. And coming on to pitch for the Phillies is going to be, let's see. Coming on to pitch for the Phillies is going to be Dick Selma. 2 wins, 9 losses, 3 saves, a 5.56 ERA. Selma will now be the 4th Philly pitcher. Simmons leads off. He's 2 for 3 tonight. 8-0 Cardinals, top of the 6th. Selma, 3-4, wild pitch, ball 1. 1-5, that is a blank. Simmons, 5-5, that's a fly to left field. And Luzinski is going to get to that, and he'll get it. Next up is Cruz. Cruz is 2 for 3. He's got 2 singles. Selma, a 1-5, that is a blank. Cruz, 2-3, and that's a ground out to second base. Doyle, and he'll measure it and get that and toss it over, 2 down. And now Carbo. Carbo is 1 for 2, has a single and a walk. Selma, a 6-4. That's a walk plus, and that 11 is an easy ball 4, and he walks Carbo. So the 2-out walk for the Cardinals, and it will bring up Maxville. Maxville is 1 for 3, has a single. Strategy rolls are off. Selma will concentrate on Maxville. Selma, 4-6 against the righty, strikeout. The 16 is just a little too high. Maxville, 2-3, and that's a grounder to second base. That's it to Doyle. And Doyle's going to take his time, throw to first to get the out. And that will end the inning. Nothing across except the walk. A nice job by Dick Selma. We go to the bottom of the 6th, with the Cardinals holding on to an 8-0 lead. Cleveland back on the mound, bottom of the 6th inning. Dick Selma due to bat. He actually can hit. He's actually got a hitter's card. What kind of a hitter was he real fast? Selma, let's see. He was a 200 hitter. That's not bad. That is not bad. But I'll play it right. Selma's going to come out of the game And the Phillies will go ahead and bring on a pinch hitter, and it will be Terry Harmon. 284 average, 2 homers, 13 RBIs. And he will lead off against Cleveland. Bottom of the 6th inning, 8-0 Cardinals. Cleveland, a 2-2 blank. Harmon, 6-6, and that's fly to left field. Lou Brock is going to have no problem getting to that. And that is out number 1. Top of the order, here's Doyle. Doyle 1 for 2. Cleveland with the deal. Cleveland 1-4. That's at the park. Veterans Stadium 3-3. And that is a blank. We will have a rare play with bases empty. And that's a 14. And that is right fielder dives after a sinking liner. Resolve as an S9 range play. Check for injury to right fielder. Right fielder is Bernie Carbo. His range is a 3. He won't get it, and that will be a base hit. So Doyle will get to first base, but now we got to see if Carbo's okay, and he won't be. His injury rating is a 4, and a 4 is automatically a game injury and higher, so Bernie Carbo is done. So Carbo will leave the game for the Cardinals. We need a right fielder, and that is going to be Luis Melendez. He'll take over in right. So timeout on the for the scoreboard, on the scorecard, as Melendez will now take over, and I don't have to change. I do not have to change the runner advancement card. It has the same range, but a little higher error rating. So Luis Melendez will take over in right field. Doyle is now on at first. Remember, game day injuries only in regular season play. So let's see. So that is a base hit for Doyle. That was actually his second hit of the game. Actually, that's a second hit for the game of the Phillies. Here's Money. Cleveland's been pitching beautifully. He's 0 for 2. Infield is that double play. Cleveland will go ahead and pitch. Cleveland 6-2. Range play at the park. Veterans Stadium 5-5. And again a blank comes up. Another rare play. 2 rare plays in a row. That does not happen often. Rare plays met on. 61. Sinking, I hate this one. Sinking liner to center field, which fielder dives for. Resolve as a range play for the fielder. The center fielder is Cruz. His range is a 3. That's a 1. He'll make the catch. If caught, has a chance to double up closest runner. Priority runner at second, runner at first. So he has a chance to double up Denny Doyle. His base running rating is a 3. Denny Doyle I'll have to roll a 3 or lower for Doyle to get back to first. And he does. So a great play there by Jose Cruz out in center field. And that's going to be out number 2. And that's a fly out to center. Money can't believe he made the catch. But Doyle does get back to first. Now the batter is Gamble. And Gamble is 0 for 2. Midlife Crisis joins us here at Veterans Stadium. Nice, good to see that Gary Neibauer kept us within striking distance. Cleveland with the pitch. Cleveland 3-5. That is a blank. Gamble 1-6, and that's a single into center field. They are going to automatically hold Doyle at second because of the 6-run option rule. So there's no need, since Doyle has no chance of scoring, the Phillies will automatically hold him. And we go station to station in this case. Don't use that rule often, but in this case we will. So Doyle will hold at second base. And the next batter is Lease. Lease is 0 for 1 with a walk. Still 2 outs here. Bottom of the 6th inning, 8-0 Cardinals. Cleveland with the pitch. 3-2. Pitcher result. 18 is too high. Lease. 4-1. Base hit right past short. Doyle, a base running rating of 4 with 2 outs. Is that going to be enough? Is that going to be enough to get him home? Yes, it will. Doyle will come around. He will score. Gamble does hold at second base. Lease holds at first. And the Phillies are on the board. It is 8-1. Stadium cheers. Yay. RBI single by Joe Lease. It'll now bring up Luzinski. Luzinski is 0 for 2. Hey, Robert, congratulations are in order, my friend. You'll have to forgive me for what there, my good man? You'll have to forgive me. I'm not sure what, I don't know what, you have to remind me. Gamble on at second, Lease on at first. There are 2 outs. Cleveland with the pitch. 5-3. That's a blank. He's not tired. Luzinski, 2-4. And that is a ground out to short. That will be handled there by Maxville. He's going to throw to first to get Luzinski, and that will retire the side. But the Phillies are on the board. 1 run, 3 hits. It's 8-1 now after 6. Your boy made the haul. My boy made the haul. Which boy is that? I must be losing it midlife, or something, or something maybe, or something just happened. I don't know about it yet, which is possible. We go to the top of the 7th, 8-1 Cardinals. Keith was elected to the Strat Hall of Fame this year. The Strat Hall of Fame. Okay, that's great. The Strat Hall of Fame. Yeah, he loves Stratomatic. Keith Hernandez loves Stratomatic. I know he does. He hasn't played inside pitch yet. I gotta teach him how to play a real baseball game. Oh, did I say that out loud? Sorry. Let's see. Reggie Cleveland is gonna bat. He can still pitch to about 5 more batters. And this is 1972. They're gonna let him bat here. Phillies do need a pitcher. And let's see. Coming on to pitch for the Phillies is going to be Woody Fryman, mostly a starter, but he did have relief appearances, and actually he is in the bullpen for this game. Woody Fryman will come on to pitch for the Phillies. 14 wins, 13 losses saved, a 3.24 ERA. Cardinals have a 7-run lead, so why not? It was announced in the newsletter. I want to be opening a day at Glen Head. Well, I wish he would. He needs to be put in the real Hall of Fame. Jeez. Fryman will go ahead and pitch to Cleveland. Fryman, 4-1. That is a blank. Cleveland, 1-1. Cleveland gets a base hit. It's a single for him. And he was capable of getting hit. So Reggie Cleveland will get a single to start the inning off for the STL. Here's Brock. Brock 1 for 4 with a homer. Infield is that double play. Let's trade Tony Perez for Woody Fryman. That worked well. Fryman will go ahead and pitch. Fryman, 3-2, walk, 8. And that actually is too high. Brock, a 4-4, and that is a ground out to second base. 2-2-3. Shortstop, pivot, Boa, 0, 1-3, double play. They got it. 2 outs. Brock grounds out into the 4-6-3. 2 away. And now the batter is Crosby. He's having a great night. He's 3 for 4, 3 singles. 2 away here. Fryman, he'll go ahead and pitch. Fryman, 4-6, walk, 11. That was too high. Crosby, 1-3, and that's a line drive to second base, but Doyle is right there. And that is going to end the inning. No runs and a hit for the Cardinals. They scored 8 runs in the first 3 innings of this game combined, but they haven't got anything since then. We are at the 7th inning stretch. Sing, take me out to the ball game. I'll be right back. Don't forget, we have 10-minute ticker coming up after tonight's game. There's only one team left in the second schedule block we haven't seen. We will see them tomorrow night. We are going to, and I know Steeler fan won't miss it, we're going to the Astrodome. And a big game tomorrow night between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Houston Astros. Doc Ellis will be pitching for the Pirates, and Ken Forsch will be going for the Astros. So we got a good matchup tomorrow night at the Dome, so I'm pretty sure Steeler fan will bring plenty of dome foam for that one, and it's a big matchup for July 5th. Doc Ellis and Ken Forsch, the Pirates and the Astros, and that will be tomorrow night for Friday Night Baseball on Inside Pitch. Bottom of the seventh here, Cardinals lead 8-1 on the poor Phillies, and Willie Montanez leads off. He's 0 for 2. Cleveland pitching a 3-hit is pitching a 4-hitter tonight. They're going to keep him out there as long as he can go. Cleveland 4-2 against the lefty. It's a blank. Montanez 5-5, and that's fly to left, and that will be caught by Brock, and that is out number 1. One down. Next batter is Boa. Boa's 0 for 2. Cleveland with the pitch. Cleveland 4-3, strikeout 2, swing and a miss, struck him out. And that is strikeout number 5 for Cleveland, 2 down. The next batter is Bateman. Bateman is 0 for 2. Cleveland, they'll go ahead and pitch. Cleveland 3-1, blank. Bateman, a 6-5, and that is a ground out to first base. That'll be easily hitted by Matty Alou. He will take it himself, take it to the bag, and end the inning. 1, 2, 3, go the fighting Phils. Still 8-1 in favor of the Redbirds. Now, it's interesting. Here we are playing the 1972 season, and here we got the Philadelphia Phillies. And for those of you who watch baseball demos, you all know that the Philadelphia Phillies won the World Series in 1975, in his 1975 World Series, which is really, was it the Phillies or was it the Yankees? The Phillies made the 75 World Series. The Yankees, I think, won that, right? If baseball demos have to correct me, I think the Yankees won that World Series. That's right. The Yankees won his 75 World Series. That's right. I forget. But the Phillies, they did play the Phillies. And of course, you know, the Philadelphia Phillies in my 1976 replay, they did win the World Series that year in my replay. 8-1 Cardinals. They're not going to win the World Series this replay. I'm pretty sure about that. Fryman is going to stay on the mound. Matty Alou will bat. And he's having a great night. He's 3 for 4. 8-1 Redbirds. Fryman, 6-2, strikeout 12, that will miss. Alou, 2-1, that's a power hit to center field. That's a 2, and against the lefty, that will be a single. So Alou gets his 4th hit of the game today. He's having a career night. And here comes Torrey, who already hit a bomb, and he is 1 for 3 with a home run and got hit by a pitch. That's right, Wheels Luzinski. Infielders at double play. Fryman, 4-4, strikeout 18 is high. Torrey, 1-5, and that's a line drive right to third. That's out number 1. And the only way they double off Matty Alou is on a 1. Nope, they'll get back easily, 1 out. They don't even throw, as a matter of fact. So we'll line out to third. It will now bring up Simmons. Simmons is 2 for 4. It's got 2 singles. Fryman, they'll go ahead and pitch. Fryman, 3-1. Wild pitch. That's a 6, and that will be a wild one. And that will send Alou to second. And now Fryman will try again. That does take away the double play. Fryman, 2-2, strikeout 9. And that's a called strike 3 on Simmons. Struck him out. Should have swung at that one. It was letter high. And he's going to head back to the bench. It will now bring up Cruz. And Cruz is 2 for 4 with 2 singles. Fryman, they'll set up with the pitch. Fryman, 6-2, strikeout 10, cold strike 3 on Cruz. He got him. And that will end the inning. Nice comeback over there for Fryman. So no runs, a hit, and a wild pitch. But the Cardinals are unable to get anything going after that. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th. Reggie Cleveland can pitch to 2 more batters before he tires. They're going to let him stay out there. Pinch hitter coming in for Woody Fryman as he will be done. And coming on to pitch the bat for the Phillies will be Deron Johnson. 213 average, 9 homers, 31 RBIs in 72. So Reggie Cleveland will pitch to him. And might as well. You got a 7-run lead. And this is 1972. Cleveland, 3-6, strikeout 18. And got him! Cold strike 3 on Johnson. He's a 16 against righties, but +3 makes him a 19. And he just got him. And Deron Johnson says it's been one of those nights for this team. So 1 down. Next batter is Doyle. Doyle 2 for 3, though. He's got 2 of the 4 hits the Phillies have tonight. Cleveland with the pitch. 5-2 against the lefty. It's a blank. Doyle, 5-3. It's a grounder hit to third base. Torrey's going to get to that one and toss it over for out number 2. Cleveland is now tired. He says, I can pitch, coach. So the next batter is Don Money. Money is 0 for 3. He has not been Money today. The fans that are still here at Veterans Stadium, probably sweltering in the heat in this game. Cleveland, 4-2 against the righty. Strikeout plus, that's a 12. Swing and a miss. Struck him out, and the inning is over. And that is strikeout number 7 for Reggie Cleveland. And 1, 2, 3 go the Phils. 8-1 Cardinals after 8. As this game is definitely slowed down. We go to the top of the 9th. And leading off for the Cardinals will be the new right fielder, Luis Melendez. 238 average, 5 homers, 28 RBIs. He takes over for the injured Bernie Carbo. Phillies need a pitcher. And they're going to bring out their best. They're going to bring out the closer for this one. Coming on to pitch for the Phillies will be Bucky Brandon. I don't know much about him. 7 wins, 7 losses, 2 saves. A 3.45 ERA. And Brandon is the 6th Phillies pitcher. So he will go ahead and pitch to Melendez. So 8-1 Cardinals, top of the 9th. Brandon with the pitch. 3-6, strikeout 10, and that just missed. Melendez, 1-6, and it's a ground out short. Handled easily there by Boa, and he will toss it over for out number 1. Next batter is Maxville. Maxville's 1 for 4. He has a single. Brandon with the pitch. 4-6, strikeout, 18 is high. Maxville, 5-4, and it's a single. He hits one into right field. And Maxville has his 2nd hit of the game. That'll bring up Reggie Cleveland. And even though he's pitched a beautiful game, he is tired, and I'm not going to let him hit. I'm going to take him out of there. That'll be it for Reggie Cleveland. Did a heck of a job. Sure forget the win. So Reggie Cleveland coming out of the game. And coming on to pinch hit for the Cardinals will be Ted Sizemore. 264 average, 2 homers, 38 RBIs. So a great job by Reggie Cleveland, but the Cardinals will go to the bench. And the pitcher spot was 1 for 4. Infield is a double play depth. Maxville on it first. Brandon. And that is a 5-6. And against the righty, strikeout. The 19 is high. Sizemore, 5-5, and that's fly to left. And it's going to be Wheels Luzinski getting to that. And that will be out number 2. Next batter is Brock. Brock is 1 for 5. He has a home run in the game. Brandon will pitch to Brock. 2 men down here. The fans that are still here at the vet. Brandon with the pitch. Brandon, 5-2. That's at the park. Veterans Stadium. 3-5. And that is popped right up the chimney right up to the catcher. And John Bateman says he's got it near the screen and he will get it. And that's going to end the inning. No runs and a hit for the Redbirds. They have an 8-1 lead here. But will we see some ninth inning magic? Although I don't know if this Phillies team has that ability in it. Oscar Gamble leads off for the Phillies. Cardinals will go to the bullpen. And they are going to be not really a save situation. But I remember the last time I brought somebody in and not did that, they got hit hard. They're going to bring out the best pitcher they got there. Coming on to pitch for the Cardinals is going to be Mo Drabowski. 1 win, 1 loss, 2 saves, a 2.57 ERA. Drabowski being brought in to shut the door. So Gamble will lead off here in the bottom of the ninth, 8-1. Fans here at the Vet hoping for something to happen. Drabowski, 6'5", range play at the park. Veterans Stadium, 3-6. That's a ground ball to third. That ball is hit to Joe Torre. He stunk at that position that year. His range is a 1. And that's not even close. And that's going to be a base hit. So Gamble leads off with a single past Torre. And it will be the Cardinals getting the leadoff man on. Here comes Wheels. Lozinski is 1 for 2 with a single and a walk. Infield is at double play depth. Drabowski can pitch only 4 batters. Mo Drabowski, a 2024 pitcher pitching in 1972. Drabowski will pitch. Drabowski, 4-2, strikeout 17. That will miss. Lozinski, 5-2, and that's a pop out to second base. Crosby says he's got it, and he does. 1 out. Next up is Lease. Lease is 0 for 3. Gamble stays at first. Drabowski is getting the sign, and now he'll deal. Drabowski, 4-4, error on a grounder. Lease, 2-4, and that's a line drive right to second. And that's caught by Crosby. That's out number 2. Gamble off the bag. Gamble off the bag, or 1 or 2. He is doubled off. And he is! That's grabbed there by Crosby. Pumps once, pumps twice, throws to first, doubles off Oscar Gamble on the line out. That's your game. The Cardinals will beat the Phillies tonight, 8-1. On an L4-3 double play. Stadium groans. No runs and a hit for the Phillies. But a line drive to second. Crosby doubles off Gamble at first. And that is your game. So a nice win for the Cardinals tonight. And they will get the win. The Cardinals go to 37-33. The Phillies drop to 26-43. As pretty much their season is really pretty much over here. And was not good for them. Final line score coming up. For the Cardinals, 8 runs, 17 hits, no errors. For the Phillies, 1 run, 5 hits, no errors. The winning pitcher is Reggie Cleveland. He gets the win easily. Gary Neibauer will take the loss. There is no save, but I will give Mo Drabowski a credit for a hold for not allowing a run. So that is a victory here for the Cardinals as they down the Phillies 8-1, but we're still not done. 10-minute ticker coming right up. So here we are, already in the month of July, people. Already in July. This season is moving. And I think one of the reasons why the season is moving pretty quickly is because the season started late. They had the strike. So the season started on April 15th, usually not early April or late March. That's why the season's moving pretty fast. It is now time for the 10-minute ticker, brought to you by FastScore Baseball. So the Cardinals get the win on the Phillies. Let's see how the rest of the majors does tonight. July 2nd, Milwaukee at Boston in a doubleheader. Game 1. Milwaukee 13-46, and that is 5. Red Sox 13-46, and that is also 5. So they have the exact same roll. They tie. We go to extras. Milwaukee rolls a 5 plus 0. Boston rolls a 4 plus 1 is 5. That is a tie. The Red Sox get it by virtue of home field. Game number 2. Brewers 9-65, and that is 7. Red Sox 15-56, and that is also 7. Wow, they come there and still tie that game up, and that one's going into extras. Milwaukee rolls a 5 plus 0. Boston rolls a 6 plus 1 is 7. And the Red Sox take both games. Oakland and the Angels. Athletics 11-44, and that is 4. Angels 4-23, and that is 1. And the Athletics, all they do is just win. As I said, well, probably won't see any more Phillies games, actually, midlife crisis. As I'm now going into the third schedule block, I now remove teams that are not in the playoff hunt. Minnesota and the White Sox in a doubleheader. Game 1. Minnesota 6-42, and that is 3. White Sox 7-53, that's 4. That's a win for the Chi Sox, game number 2. Minnesota 9-16, and that is 1 run. White Sox 9-46, that's 4 runs. And the White Sox win both games. Baltimore at Detroit. Orioles 7-65, 7 runs. Tigers 5-25, and that is 2 runs. That's a win for the Birds. Texas and Kansas City in a doubleheader, game 1. Rangers 11-31, and that is 3. Royals 14-62 at 7. The Royals get the first one. Game number 2, Rangers 11-53, 5 runs. Royals 15-55, and that is 7 runs. And the Royals take both games of the doubleheader, Cleveland and the Yankees. I try to avoid spoiler games, MLC. I try to avoid spoiler games. Because usually I usually try to choose the best game, usually on the last week of the season. I try to avoid them. If it is a spoiler, we'll see. But I think that's highly unlikely. Although the dice may have other plans. Cleveland 5-62, and that's going to be 5. Yankees 10-22, that's 2. The Indians win the first game. Game 2, Cleveland 7-51, and that is 4. Yankees 11-55, and that is 6, and that is a win. They will split the twin bill. Braves and the Astros. Remember, you'll see Carlton one more time. He is in the All-Star game, if I'm correct. Atlanta 16-36, and that is 5. Astros 18-24, and that is 4, and that's a win for the Braves. Mets and the Expos. Mets trying to stay where they're at. Second place behind the Pirates. Mets just got to continue to win games. They do that, they should get in there. Mets 6-56, and that is 5. Expos 5-55, that is 4. That is 4, and the Mets do get a happy recap. Cubs and the Pirates. Cubs 11-56, and that is 6. Pirates 13-34, and that's 4, and that's a win for the Cubbies. Reds and the Padres. Reds 16-62, and that is 8. Padres 1-22, and that is 1. That game belongs to the Reds. I got to tell you, Brian B., a lot of rigging going on here in this 1972 season. A lot of rigging for those Reds, I'll tell you. All those wins are rigged. Dodgers and the Giants. Dodgers 13-33, and that is 4. Giants 7-64, and that's 6. That's a win for the G-Men. On to July 3rd, Minnesota at Boston. Minnesota 633, and that's 2 runs. Red Sox 1034, that's 3 runs. Another win for the Bo Sox. They got to get above 500. They're getting there though. Oakland and the Halos. Athletics 1052, that is 5. Angels minus 166. That is 6. That's the only way they could have won this game. And they do. That's a win for the Halos. Baltimore at Detroit. Baltimore 826. And that is 2. Tigers 364. That's 5. Another win for the Cats. Rangers and the Royals. Rangers 615. That is 1. Royals 935, that is 3. That's a win for the Royals. Cardinals and the Reds, good big series out there. Cardinals 1164, that is 7. Reds 1223, and that is 2. That is a win for the Redbirds. Now the rigging has finally stopped. Atlanta at Houston. Braves 1612, and that is 1. Astros 2164, that's 10. That's a win for the Stros. Giants and the Phillies. Giants 515, that's 1. Phillies 1746, and that is 6. That's a win for the Phils. Cubs and the Pirates. Cubs 815, that is 1. Pirates 1223, and that is 2. That's a win for the Bucks. On to July 4th. Happy birthday, America. Minnesota at Boston. Minnesota 1131, and that is 3. Red Sox 1162, and that is 6. That's 3 wins in a row for the Red Sox tonight. Boy, they need that. Milwaukee at California. Brewers 911, that's 0. Angels 321, barely wins, but it's enough. They will get the 1 run and win it. Baltimore and the White Sox. Orioles 1064, that is 7. White Sox 644, and that is 3. And that's a win for the O's. Texas at Cleveland. Rangers 743, and that is 3. Indians 733, that is 2, and that is a win for the Rangers. Detroit at Kansas City. Tigers 332, and that's 2 runs. Royals 1213, and believe it or not, that is 1 run. The Tigers will win the game. Yankees and the Athletics. Yankees 615 and 16, and that is 1. The Athletics 961, that is 6. And if you guys have been looking at the standings for the Oakland Athletics, you can tell they're just running away with the whole darn thing in the American League West. Cubs and Atlanta doubleheader. Game 1. Cubs 17-15, and that is 2. Atlanta 14-44, that is 5. Atlanta wins the first game. Game number 2, Cubs 24-45, and that is 7. Atlanta 10-45, and that's 4. And they will split the twin bill. Cardinals and the Reds. Cardinals 8-56, and that is 5. Reds 11-22, and that is 2. And the Redbirds have won 3 straight tonight, including tonight's game. Pirates and the Astros. We have these 2 tomorrow night. Pirates 14-23, and that is 3. Astros 14-32, and that is 4. That is a win for the Stros. Dodgers and the Expos. Dodgers 12-44, that is 4. Expos 6-12, and that is 0. And that is a win for the Dodgers. Padres and the Mets in a doubleheader. Let's see what happens here. Game 1. Padres 4-55, and that is 4. Mets 7-23, and that is 2. And the Padres win the first game, even with Seaver on the mound. Game number 2, Padres 9-44, and that is 4. Mets 13-32, and that is 3. And the Padres win both games on the Mets. As I said, Mets couldn't hit their way out of a paper bag that year. Giants and the Phillies. Losing to the Padres is ridiculous. Giants 19-52, and that is 7. Phillies 7-16, and that is 1. And that is a win for the Giants. That is your 10-minute ticker. If your team won tonight, congratulations. If they didn't, there's always tomorrow. Tomorrow will be July 5th. We will be at the Astrodome as the Pittsburgh Pirates will take on the Houston Astros. Doc Ellis will be going for the Pirates, and Ken, may the force be with you, be going for the Astros. It's a big game tomorrow night. Both teams above 500, already looking to see what position they could be getting as we get closer and closer to the pennant race. A big matchup there tomorrow night. The Pirates and the Astros. Ellis and Force. Be there or be square. Brian Patterson, PFL QR. Brian B, Midlife Crisis. Let's see here. Clee Baseball Fan. Jimmy Jam. Doug Hunt. Jeff Merklin. John Haverly. Phoenix Knight. David Vega. Frank Rosenk. Brian Hoxie. DJP. Jeremy Brooks. And let's see, and I think, and of course, the ever-present Steeler fan. Thank you all for joining me tonight. Please leave a like on your way out to the turnstiles. Subscribe if you've not done so, and make sure you hit the bell. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay smart, stay strong. We'll see you tomorrow night. The Cardinals go ahead. The Redbirds make a nest and put the Phillies in there with their eggs. The Cardinals beat the Phillies tonight 8-1. We'll see you guys tomorrow.